What's going on, family? This is Marcus, and I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to create something called the Character Corner, and what the Character Corner is an opportunity for me to express some of the characters of my previous books. I'm gonna try to make an effort to post a video once, maybe twice every other week or so that you guys can kind of get a visual in terms of the characters that I'm trying to create and also what I'm trying to express. So, without further ado, I want to represent the first character. This is Malik Wilson. His original name was Marshall Benson when he was adopted. Now, this is the main protagonist of my book series, Fireline. In the first book, he is shown in the beginning as kind of an awkward black dude, somebody who did not grow up, mind you, with a lot of black people. As a matter of fact, his adopted white parents purposely moved him away from anything that would associate him to his ancestors and to his foundational black American roots. So he grew up in a certain level of privilege, but he was also tormented, and so that's where his awkwardness comes from. With that being said, he was able to graduate with honors. He was able to create his own social media platform called pulseofthestreet.org, and he is a young man that as you'll read in the story, who is starting to discover exactly who he is and what is he about. And he starts, this journey by understanding that there are things in this world that have been hidden from him. And one of the things that he realizes this is when he meets this old man that turns out to be his paternal grandfather, who also possesses the Dracocernentia. That is an eye power that I will discuss in further videos. So this is a young man that I can relate to because I was that awkward, shy kid. I was very smart, obviously, and a lot of my family friends, a lot of the people who grew up with me will know that I didn't start to break out of my shell until maybe college. And it wasn't until I went through some difficult things in my early 30s and whatnot that I started to kind of break out and get into my own. So I wrote this character as kind of a parallel to my life story, but also incorporate elements of racism, obviously, and colorism, and also attack the stigmas in which black people aren't supposed to be smart. They're not supposed to be intellectually sound, and they're not supposed to be able to speak with coherent speech. When I was coming up, if you talk proper, then people would say that you talk white, which I don't agree with that, obviously, but that is something that I wanted to incorporate to my books. So Malik ends up meeting a disgraced mentor slash professor by the name of Willis Hauss, and that's the gentleman here. And I depicted him as sort of an older black man, very, very refined, very, very dignified. But in the story, he was disgraced and he was discredited because he tried to prove that dragons once existed. Now, people might think, well, that's crazy and this and that, but as you will read further in the books, it is actually a conspiracy to kind of hide away some of the history that people are trying to do in order to subjugate people. And so one of the things that they do, especially in white supremacy culture and racism, is they take away your identity. And to do that, they basically either kill or indoctrinate your elders to eradicate anything that would give you any semblance of self-power and self-worth. Sorry for that notification there. But with that being said, I depicted him as somebody who's refined, somebody who is very, very stoic at times, but when he realizes that Malik has sought him out and that Malik actually represents one of the last lineages that he had studied for years, he becomes enthusiastic, he becomes rejuvenated, and he finds a renewed sense of hope that his research did not go in vain. And so he becomes kind of that pseudo father figure that Malik never really had, that shared not only his ancestry, so to speak, but also shared his cultural values, and also is able to embark on partake in a role in which it gives Malik the courage to embark on this journey of self-discovery. Even though I wrote this book as more of a urban fantasy superhero book, Malik is going to find out within the next couple of chapters, which hopefully, if you guys haven't got the book, I highly recommend you get the book. It's available on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, eBay, things like that. Is that he's going to realize that a lot of his power derives from who he is and accepting who he is. So this is the first episode of the Character Corner. I am going to post pictures of these characters so that you guys can have a visual on top of reading who these characters are. So look for me to post some updates. I'm going to try to get some graphic artists to depict the next Character Corner here. And hopefully it turns out as well as I think it will. But if you guys have any other questions, or even if you guys are interested or have some artistic talent, you can email me on my this YouTube channel. You can email me on Facebook or on Instagram. I am actually thinking about doing a graphic novel depiction of some of my chapters, but unfortunately, with the type of work schedule I have, I don't really have a whole lot of time. So anybody who is interested, just send me an email or DM or whatnot, and let me know what you think. So again, thanks for reviewing this video. I will talk to you the next time. Have a good one.